And thank you for saying yes to this Mentoring Mondays, Premier Best Practices. So for today, we'll be talking about VIP prospecting strategies. So you're also fresh from recent sale ng VIP, di ba? So pwede natin mapagkwentuhan yan. And then of course, for the past 2 years naman, marami ka rin namang sale na matataas yung premium. May not be all VIP, but good quality prospects then. So maybe a lot of us can also learn from that. Right? So thank you for saying yes to this and welcome. So are you excited, Karen?
Yeah.
Ayan. So okay. Yan. I'll be sharing a few slides lang naman, yung screen lang din natin, but this is just really more about the questions ng namin sa'yo. No? So again, here in Premier Mondays, especially for the future invites din natin, don't worry kasi this is really more about Q&A. So nasa isip at puso nyo na yan. Si Karen daw nahihiya or hindi niya alam kung ano yung i-share. So, but through our conversation, marami naman talagang pwedeng i-share. No? And I'm sure a lot of people can learn. So, welcome everyone to VIP Prospecting Strategy. So Karen will be sharing a few insights about how she is doing her business. If you are excited to learn from Karen today, please type in the letter K in the chat box. If you are excited to learn about how we can do VIP prospecting. Ayan. That's nice. By the way, si Karen I think this is on her 3rd year. She's on her 3rd year. Diba? So basically, parang nakaka 2 full years pa lang siya kasi Karen, anong month ka nag-join ng 2019?
October
2019. So this is your anniversary month.
Yes.
Yun. So galing. 2 years in the business and 2 straight years MDRT kasi last year is also an MDRT year for you. So I'm sure the tenured ones and the rookies will really learn a lot from this sharing. So sige Karen, simulan na natin. Siguro first things first, let's talk about where do you get your prospects? So when I ask you this question, guys, Karen spend time to create a quick pie chart para makita natin kung saan-saan ang gagaling yung mga prospects niya. Ayan.
Okay,
can you share about this, Karen?
Oh my gosh, nag-convert siya. Anyway, dapat percent yan, times 100. So, what do you call this? Actually, hindi ko rin alam. That's why I made the pie chart. Na-prompt ako ni DJ to figure it out. So what I did was I have a master list naman of all my clients. Tapos I'm like, saan ko nga ba sila na-meet? So talaga, like, I ticked, ganyan, bilang-bilang. And then I thought, yan yung lumabas. So yun pala, mostly family and friends pa rin. So like 15%, lumabas yung numbers out of the assignment that I was given. From school, konti lang, mga 7%, ganyan. From work, that means people I've met through yoga, somehow like teaching, or I met them in the studio, ganyan, directly, indirectly. So yan, marami yan, mga 35%, 36%. AIA leads, so sa dami-dami ng leads, I was able to close naman from there. That's about 5% of my that's about 5% of my clients. Family selling, I put it there kasi sometimes I have like one client, pero I always try to get to know like the spouse or the son, daughter, ganyan. So na-expand ko through family selling yung client base ko. And then yung other referral, coming from current client na not family but friends, this and that. And then I got curious also, okay, sino nga ba yung clients ko? So I averaged their years. They're about 32 years old average, so they're pretty young. And 70% of them are professionals and 30% own their own business. So that's my quick overview of where I get my clients or where I source them. Yan.
Great, Karen. So pinakita lang din natin. Actually, what I saw from that pie chart is a healthy source of prospects from different angles, di ba? In fact, hindi talaga mainly lahat sa family mo. Diba? So which is about 15%, which is right lang na yung family natin ma-protect natin. Diba? And then, umikot na eh. No? Umikot na siya, and actually the big chunk, 36%, came from your work.
Yeah.
Which I think a lot of people can also relate. Diba? Yung mga nakatrabaho natin, ganyan. So, yeah, I mean, nakita ko doon, no, when I analyze it, talagang kinukuha mo talaga lahat ng opportunities na pwede. 'Di ba? Bakit ganon? Kumbaga, saan galing yung mindset na yon? Kasi even the AIA leads, you touched it, family selling, hindi ka tumigil dun sa main prospect lang. No? Saan galing yung mentality na yon?
I guess the way I see it naman is parang I'm always an advisor. So every time I meet someone, iniisip ko na yon, like, is this a potential client? In like being naman about it, like genuine about it naman, na hindi lang bebentahan ko to, but like, okay, can I do something for this person? Can we probably work together? Kahit bago pa lang, I'll start to build it up na and slowly introduce. If a Facebook friend ko, ganyan. And then, lagi yun at the back of my mind. So, I don't really select so much na ito lang, ganyan. Basta always, that's how I present myself na kasi. Kaya, so everyone I meet, friends or hobbies or whatever, I make it a point that they will know that this is what I do. Yan.
Nice. Yeah. How do you introduce yourself na yun nga, you're doing life insurance? It's interesting kasi it may be your way of life, but not a lot of people do it on a regular basis. Paano mo siya ini-intro ng smoothly?
So depende kung ano ba kami, medyo close. Depende sa level of namin friendship.
Close muna, like family or friends.
Close na. Kakilala ko na, nakakausap ko na. So, ideally, dapat nakakausap ko na sila about other things. My regular communication. It doesn't have to be like weekly, pero like kahit monthly, I always react to their stories or comment, ganyan. Pag may connection na, madali lang for me. By the way, parang tita or hey, for DJ, you know what? I'm also an advisor at AIA, and I do this for my clients. So I help them out create plans. Do you have anything like that? Ganyan. Tapos I'll start ganun lang, diretso na. Maybe I can share with you what I do also. Para you'll see if I can add anything to you. Or baka meron ka na, and then you share to me. Parang I feel like I'm just talking to them. It's not super structured. Diretso.
Diretso, tsaka parang gusto mo rin sila mag-share sa'yo. So parang nagkukwentuhan lang.
Yeah. Ganun lang. Parang ganito, ganyan. Tapos what do you think? Do you want to talk about it? Ganyan. Let me know kailan ka free. Diretso na rin.
Okay.
Let's just have a chat. A quick chat lang. Ganyan.
Oh, nice.
In all-in-one message.
In all-in-one message. So, in that chat, when you say chat, Zoom call to or face-to-face, parang ganun.
I'm open naman for either. So, I'll see the reaction. Yung iba, okay naman online. Iba, kay chat, tapos quick call.
Okay.
Pwedeng Zoom din, oo. Yeah.
Okay, nice. How about kapag first time na meet? Like yun nga, let's say, introduce sa'yo ng friend mo, na-meet mo elsewhere. Let's think of a face-to-face scenario first, di ba? Let's say nakasama mo sa isang travel. Yun, paano mo yung pinapasok na AIA advisor ka?
Matagal. Kailangan ko muna siyang i-friend talaga. Like,
okay.
Lalabas pa kami ulit. We'll talk about other things. Dapat personally nagko-communicate na kami, like text or WhatsApp about other things until I think it's me, until I'm comfortable to say that this is what I do. Because I feel like dapat may trust muna. Sino ka ba? Kasi kung ako rin, parang kakamit lang natin, tapos pinoprospect mo ako masyado. Lalo na kapag baka yun din yung line of work nila. So I get to know about what they do, pero hindi sabay-sabay. Like, yung the next meeting, parang, what's your business na nga pala? How does that go? Ganyan. Random.
Nice.
Yeah, oo. So, wala pa akong masyado yung kakakilala lang. Unless, depende sa ugali nila na talagang inintroduce ako as an advisor. Pero kung fine-friend ko pa lang to prospect, I take time. A lot of time.
Which is tama. I think I got it from you kasi you as well is a VIP client, diba? So you treat yourself as one. So alam mo na pag ikaw, it's off na diretsahan, lalo na if it's not a business setting eh. It's an informal setting, social setting, di ba? Tapos, bebentahan ka kaagad. So siguro you're really placing yourself in the shoes of your client. But what I saw is you're not being stuck with that. Kasi a lot of people, dahil alam naman natin, nakakahiya naman talaga na diretsuhin mo di ba? Pero na-stuck na sila doon na hindi na sila mag-go through doon sa next. But you, intentionally, what I saw is, okay, on the next meeting, bigla kang magiging interested sa kanila, you really ask about them, hanggang sa natural na lalabas. So nagkakaroon ng conversation, pero intentional mo rin siyang ginagawa in a way, unti-unti.
Yeah, talaga.
Ganun
I
no?
ask about their family, ganyan. And then I'll see how they react about sharing more and more about themselves din. Ganun.
Galing. I think that's...
Pero I'm still working on it. It's an experiment for me din. Tingnan ko nga.
Pero maganda yun. I think a lot of people can relate with that kasi mas smooth yun, and at the same time, I think everyone can learn to do that because marami naman tayong nami-meet na different friends diba? So you parang inounti-unti mo siya. But the key is like, paano kayo nag-meet ulit? Diba? Siyempre, do you intentionally, invite these people sa lunch or dinner? Paano nakakaroon ulit ng second meeting to have the chance to instigate more?
Yeah, no, parang usually, kunwari, like, kwento, like one of the, I have a scuba dive group. Tapos, I think sometime last year, may post sa Facebook about MDRT. Tapos one of our friends said, "Uy, I saw your post while we were drinking," ganyan. For real, "Uy, galing mo ganyan. Oh, thank you," ganyan. So I'm like, yes, now they all know. I'm like, okay na to. So then after that, I approached one of my friends from there. And I said, "Hey, do you want to, I know, wala lang, can I share with you a plan? Baka you're interested," ganyan. So I closed one, pero parang yun talaga yung may nag-warm up for me. Parang tagal na naming nag-hangout. Naturally,
yeah.
I wouldn't like unnaturally, let's meet. Parang it's so awkward na magkape tayo, di ba? Parang may purpose ka. So, in one of those settings, tas yung isa, like, I met her kid, tas ganyan, "Hey, I'm gonna share something with you." Tapos I'll end it at that. Tapos tuloy na yung gabi. Parang random lang. "Wait, I'm gonna send something to you like tomorrow." Ganyan.
Inaniman mo lang muna.
Parang ganun lang. Parang socially pa rin. Pero saka babalikan ko sila personally. I'll message them.
Yeah. I think mas tama yun. No? Kasi hindi pwedeng, yun nga, you're in a social gathering, birthday, etc. And then nagbibenta ka doon. So very off, even for me, like I really wanna relax. For example, ako yung client, tapos kukwentuhan mo ko, di ba? I remember one of my business partners in Driven, pag kunyari outing, tapos nag-uusap pa rin about business, sinasabihan ko, magpahinga ka muna, ganyan, di ba? So, kasi I also want to rest. So, tama ka. Hindi pa pwedeng in the social setting, nagbebenta ka doon. So, I think, pero parang you planted the seed na, ano nga kaya yun? And then, parang you teed up yung pag-PM mo sa kanila or pag-call the day after, 2 days after, gano'n.
Parang gano'n. Alam na nila that I will get in touch with them about it at some point.
Yes. Yeah. Nice. Sige. So,
gano'n.
next question ko siguro is how do you, like this one, how do you set appointments with your clients? Paano yung sinasabi mo para pumayag sila? So, give me a different samples like through chat or in person. Although may mga nabanggit ka na kanina.
Usually, like these days, madalas chat. Either personal message or like WhatsApp, Viber. I rarely call. I don't know. I know there's like a lot of training that you should call. But siguro of all the sales that I've made, I look back and parang isa lang yung tinawagan ko doon audio, like call. Most of them are Facebook. And then we set the appointment to meet. But I don't call to set the appointment because I don't know what they're doing. In my mind, it's like, if you just call someone out of the blue, dapat magsabi ka muna, "Are you free for a call?" Ganyan. Tapos most of them will reply na, "sige, let's just set up a Zoom call, like an hour." And then dun na yung first meeting namin. A lot of Facebook Messenger, Instagram sometimes, kasi dun sila active. I see where they're active kung post ng stories. So I know that they'll see my message right away. Or if seen, tapos scene zone. Diba? Kita ko agad. Yeah, that's what works for me. So I'm still open to try other ways. But so
I
far,
think I think that's very like millennial-like. You know your target market eh. Tama ka, no? Not everyone would like to receive a phone call, especially kunyari number lang siya, di ba? You would want to know kung sino muna before mo sagutin. No, unless siguro negosyante ka that you're expecting any cold call din. Ganon. So, yeah, I think you understand your market. Pero the question probably would be, sige, what are the words that you use? Can you give us a sample? How do you present that message? I know you've mentioned earlier, it won't harm na ulitin. Sige.
Paano na nga ba? I'll say something muna like, hey DJ, congrats, I saw your something to mention like, hey, belated happy birthday to your kid, for example. I saw your ang ganda your birthday party. It was so nice, you posted about it. And then, so how are you? Tapos I'll usually wait to reply a little bit. Tapos, hi, ganyan. Tapos, okay, I'm good naman. How are you? How's your health? Like, ngayon, I always ask about that. Like, how are you and your family doing? How is it there in Baguio or whatever? It's like this here. Oh, by the way, I thought about you because I'm a financial advisor from AIA, and lately I've been talking to a lot of my friends and colleagues about sharing what I do. Usually I help people plan for getting coverage for critical illness, ganyan, setting aside insurance for yung mga iba, yung my families, for the kids, for something in the future, ganyan. Is that something I can share with you? Maybe I can show you lang, I share with you what I do, and then there na. And let me know what you think about it, ganyan. When are you free? How's your schedule usually like? When are you free for a quick call? Ganyan.
Nice. Ang galing. I think very direct to the point.
Something like that, oo. It changes a little bit, but that's the structure. Say something. Kaya nga dapat medyo nagla-like ka na before, nag-react ka na. Hindi pwedeng out of the blue talaga.
Yeah. I like what you said. Tama yan. That's the best practice in social media prospecting, in Instagram and in Facebook. Yung katulad na sinasabi mo, if active sa stories, di ba? Pag finalo mo yung stories nila, makikita rin nila yung sayo eh. Diba? Those things, no? Looking back, ganon. And then, yung nga nagre-react ka. It may be basic for you or for some, but for a lot of people, they don't do it on a regular basis. That's why I like what I'm hearing. No? So, hindi siya highfalutin strategy. It's really social. That's why it's social media. No? You're socializing, you're doing a bit of research and background about this person. So, pag nag-message ka, it's not a canned medyo, pero customized kasi nga, di ba, I saw your post, kamusta ka na, gano'n. So, may konting canned, pero yung first part, yun nga, nangangamusta ka, gano'n, yung recent post niya, that's really good. That's really good. Kasi kahit sino naman, again, ang rule nga, Karen, and for everyone is, kaya yan nasa social media, gusto mo makita ng ibang tao. Di ba? Magpo-post ka, wala naka-private lang, di ba? Walang iba makakita. So, gusto mong may makakita. So, pag napansin natin, as advisors, it feels good. O, yung cute ng babies mo, di ba? Parang ganyan. Or, ay, ang ganda ng travel mo. Sarap naman ng food na kinain nyo. Ang cute naman ng cat mo, Karen. Di ba? For mom ka pala, di ba? Those things. Nakikita ko yung mga posts mo. So, I would know how to build connections with people as well. Ginagawa mo siya. And because of that, yun nga, the trust factor increases. Tama ka. Hindi out of the blue nag-message ka lang. So, everyone, let's learn from that. That's really basic, but again, not a lot of people do it, or sometimes we forget. Now, out of numbers, kasi talaga na gusto natin kagad mag-message sa lahat. So, I think that's what you're doing is effective. Guys, nahihiya si Karen kasi sabi niya, hindi daw siya maraming mag-prospect. Pero, the fact that you're an MDRT, it works eh. It means that what you're doing, quality yung prospecting. Right? Please type in the chat box, guys, letter Q. If you're learning about how to do quality prospecting with Karen. Ayan, di ba? Kasi it's not about numbers game. No? Means mahalaga na masipag, pero kung yung sipag mo is not backed by data and research, just like what I hear from Melvin Esteban, di ba, dun sa BYN, yung approach daw nila in the bank, in Citibank before, it's backed by research, by data. So mas mataas yung batting average. So I think that's what you're doing as well, Karen. Hindi ka man marami, pero quality yung na-approach mo. That's why ang taas ng closing. Also has been doing a lot of learnings. Tama po yan, Miss Jean, no? So, kasi kailangan din naman backed by knowledge. Hindi lang din naman connection. So, yes. Sige, Karen, at this point naman, let's talk about VIP client stories. No? So, can you share one story of a favorite client? Hindi mo na yung recent, but a favorite client. No? Kwento ka, paano mo nakilala, paano mo in-approach, and then paano na-close?
Sige, siguro my first VIP client na lang na current client ko pa rin. So, sometime last year, siguro mga May, parang 6 months pa lang ako, gano'n. May family friend kami, actually, wife na family friend, ganyan na. She had a question about, mali daw yung SOA niya, something like that. Tapos my mom's like, oh, si Karen na sa tanungin mo na lang siya. So nag-Facebook Messenger lang, sige, i-message mo to, i-add mo sa Facebook, may tanong tungkol sa PhilAm. Okay. So I messaged her. Tapos parang mali naman kasi talaga yung SOA niya. Parang yung coverage niya 1M dun sa isang plan. Yung SOA niya 500,000. Binigyan ba naman siya ng parang certificate na tapos na siya. Tapos bakit ganito, ganyan. So parang wala naman akong magawa about it. So feeling ko mali lang yung but anyway, what I made so sabi ko, sige, I'll just draft an email for you to clarify this. So I did that, parang, kunwari, okay, client, hello, can you, ganyan. So, send it to this. Tapos gano'n lang, sinend ko sa kanya yung file, and then ganyan. Tapos yun pala, typo. Okay, ang totoo niya talaga 1M. So natapos na yung conversation na yun. So yung mga May 2020 to. So yun, I befriended her. I found out, so newly Facebook friends na kami. I found out na she loves plants din pala. So plantinas. So like, oh, what do you buy? Tapos share photo na ito 1.8. Ito, ganong level. Oh, that's nice. I'm starting also. Tapos, yun na, I brought it up. Oh, by the way, parang, since you're naman, baka it's time to add na kasi her kids are 8 and 12 now. So, baka so I got the names of the kids, Audrey, let's see if we can add for them. Kasi medyo friendly na kami. Sabi niya, sige, patingin nga muna. Tapos, she started, so nung July, mga 2 months after that, she got another plan. So, siya daw muna at saka yung asawa niya. So, like, sige, let's go. So, AC, health invest na 5K kasi short lang. So, yun yung person, like, ganun pala. Kasi parang, mga tag 200,000 din yung ANP nila. So, okay. Tapos, later on, sabi ko, add tayo ng may mga plan na, what do you call this, for kids. So, ACP, tag-isa sila nung anak, ganyan. So, small lang kasi 1M lang coverage. So, isingit mo na, di mo na ma-feel yan, or 40,000 a year. Tapos, ganyan. Tapos, and then, we keep talking, like, I'll always get to know that, like kaming constantly nag-chat, at least once a month, I would say. And then, until the point na she sent me na all her, tingnan mo pa nga itong mga, so nakita ko yung mga AXA niya, FWD niya, ganyan. Tapos I was reviewing, I feel like kulang to sa'yo. So, nandun na kami sa point na, tingnan mo to, may bago kaming plan. Tapos last, nung March, na-resell ko sila ng dalawa ulit, tag-isa sila ng husband niya na FAMPROV, ganyan. So ko, tingnan mo ito yung compute, kasi I know she computes like business. So, ganito lang yan monthly, ganun. So I send it na to her that way. Just see if bagay sa budget mo. Ganun lang ako magtanong. Tingnan mo to, ito yung coverage mo, ito yung cost. Diba? Bata pa kasi kayo, nasa 30s pa lang sila. Sulit pa siya, ganun. Pero she got naman. And then, now we're working on adding more. Kasi pero sabi niya sa January na. So hopefully I'll add more. May bago kami, future builder. Lagi na lang ako may bago. May bago kami. Tayo ba to kasi global, ganyan. So yun, natutuwa ako kasi it started with like, how would I know that they would now have like 6 policies out of that one lady that I met and helped out with a super simple verifying email lang for diba, for her plan. So I think I learned a lot from this family kasi I was so new then. So parang yung confidence na, wow, they're really listening to me. Parang, ano ba to? Parang in my mind, okay, that's how it feels. And they share like personal stuff na, I get to know mga ganyan, like sa kids na niya, I see milestones, nag-send na siya ng video ng anak niya kumakanta, ganyan, hello tita, ganyan, nasa nakakatuwa, di ba? Parang nakakataba ng puso in a way. So currently, their family is like, their plan is mga 1 million premium a year. So they are my my sample VIP family right now. And we're gonna add pa kasi she's like soft commitment na siya. Sige, I'll add more. Wow. Pero wag lang. Oo.
Galing. Yeah. Ang ganda. Palapakan natin si Karen for that sale. Ang galing. Nakakatuwa. A lot of learnings from there. First of all, yun nga pag merong client na may tanong, may concern, nagiging opportunity pa yung pagkakamali ni Film Live dun sa typo, di ba? Because you're there to really give service. That's one. Number two, I think it's important that, yun nga, and in existing and both yung ganitong sinuserve na clients, maganda talaga tayo na gumawa ng email. Simple lang naman talaga eh. That time saved for them, like just a few minutes, yun, ganito yung nabibigay na business. 1 million a year na premium, di ba? So, there's a big difference because I think na-feel nila yung service mo. Number 3, you're really there to connect, no? Grabe, as in yung mga plants nagsisendan na ng naging friends talaga kayo, di ba?
Yeah.
Hindi lang client and advisor, di ba, relationship, but really became friends. And I think, no, just to add for everyone yung lesson ngayon, the stories talaga, the Facebook stories, the Instagram stories, is the update of what's happening with the client right now. So it gives you an opportunity to say something. Alam mo yun, to connect. Uy, ang cute naman ng pinost mo, ganyan. Ang galing naman nila. That gives us an excuse to follow up and just to connect with our, especially the VIP clients. I think VIP clients appreciate that. No, yung hindi lang the service but really the connection. Because these are people as well. Diba? They want friends. More friends pa, diba? Ganon. So, you got her there. Diba? Bukod sa you're really interesting din yung ginagawa mo, which is yoga, plants. Diba? You're in that same market. So, sa mga hindi pa nagpa-plants, maging plantita na rin kayo. Hindi kasi uso rin yung ginagawa mo eh. The cats, marami rin nag-aalaga ng, diba, ng dogs and cats, ganon. So, marami rin nag-yoga. So, medyo nasabayan mo rin yung upscaling market then, which is the millennials, na may pera, ganon. So, these interests mo, naka-connect ka talaga sa mga clients. So, really amazing.
Yeah, there.
Yun. Tsaka, another thing ko pala na napansin ko, Karen, you also don't hold back. Kasi di ba, a lot of people, masyadong matagal. Alam ko, pinag-iisipan mo rin kung kailan ka mag-a-approach. But a lot of people, kasi even me, when I'm saying a lot of people, even me, sometimes I hold back a lot kung kailan ako mag-a-approach, di ba? O baka gusto mo to or ito, bagay ito sa'yo, why don't you look at this? Ang ganda ng mga recommendations mo about the product. And probably, that confidence comes from because you know you've connected with her. You know, you're connected eh. Hindi ka nahihiya dahil hindi naman kami last year nag-usap, no? Parang kakausap lang namin last month or last week. So may karapatan ako to talk. So guys, ang daming lesson from this. And again, this person did not come from warm market, 'di ba? Kasi someone na may problema lang ito, tinulungan mo muna eh. So technically a lead lang din siya talaga. Maraming tao may leads hindi wino-work out. So I saw that you're really working out your clients given to you. Sige, Karen, dito namang next story, no? Your recent client, when we were sharing last Thursday, I think, no?
Yeah.
5 months mo bago na set yung appointment dito sa isang VIP client mo na to. So, can you share us what happened in that 5 months and then paano mo siya finally na set yung appointment?
Okay, so yeah, 5 months ago, so around May, inintroduce siya ng friend ko from another company, from another insurance company. Kasi sabi niya, oy, may client ako na VIP, sagad na niya yung CI niya sa amin. Tapos, gusto niya ng PhilAm kasi top 3 daw kayo. Nagtatanong siya, sino ba yung magaling sa PhilAm mo? Ni-refer ko na. So she actually introduced that through Facebook chat, group chat. Hi, blah, blah, this is ganyan. Oh, sige, bahala na kayo. Ganon. So I messaged her. So, hey, Lee, si introduced you to me. So, how can I help you? Ganyan. So, una, hi, ganyan. Sige, wait lang, check ko yung schedule. Hanggang parang I'm like, oh my gosh, hindi na nangyayari yung meeting. So, kaya to? So, warm na hindi, Pero I'm like, okay, tapos I'll message, siguro, the first day, she replied naman, oh, okay, ganyan, sige. She wouldn't give me her number yet. It's weird. Dito na lang sa chat, ganyan siya. So I'll say, okay, sige, kailan ka pwedeng ganyan? I'll ano na naman ako, buong ganito, let me know what you want. Tapos hindi siya nagre-reply randomly. Tapos siguro after a week, ay sorry, wait lang, busy lang. So okay. Tapos ganyan, it's been dragging on like this. Ganon lang. But I would always, so she just gave birth. I'm like, kahit dead mo talaga, congrats on your baby. Ganyan. Like, as in, I'd always message her, paramdam lang. At not related na to setting appointments. Kasi I asked too many times na. In my mind, parang grabe 3 or 4 times na ako nagtanong. Hindi pa siya, kung dead mo pa siya about insurance appointment. I'll just keep liking. So I'll know what she's doing. So mahilig pala siya sa crypto, NFTs, ganyan. And I got to learn about her and she got pregnant. All this time. Tapos nanganak siya ng September 3rd week. And then like September 30, out of the blue, she's like, hi, Karen. Blah, blah. Message Facebook na, can we talk about it na, ganyan. I'm like, okay. So how do you, so I go, oh, sige, hi, ganyan, congrats on your bundle of joy. Tapos, how do you want to meet? Do you want to meet face-to-face? Do you want to meet through Zoom? Yun ang muna, kasi sanay ako, kasi kapapanganak lang niya, di ba? So can we set up a meeting through Zoom? Tapos she sent me a message saying, no, let's meet face-to-face because I don't know you yet. I said, oh, that's better. I was just being careful about inviting, diba, face-to-face. Punta ka sa bahay, sabi niya sa akin. So that was last Tuesday. I went to her house. Finally, na-set yung meeting. Ganun lang talaga. So for the 5 months, honestly, deadma siya. Deadma. Like, ganyan lang. Pero fini-Facebook friend naman niya ako. Tapos, hindi naman siya deadma na rude. Talagang wala. No, I don't know what she was thinking. Anyway, so I met her on Tuesday. I came over to her house. Tapos ganyan. Tapos, I got to meet her. Okay naman pala siya. She's only 30 years old, very tapos not maselan kasi she's all about. Yan, and then I closed na a sale kasi yun lang naman yung gusto niya talaga na. Tapos itong baby yun, that's why I was asking ano bang maximum ng CI. Yun talaga kasi interest nila for the baby. And wala. So 1.5M na ACP, lang yun na beta ko. Pero I said, I'll come back. Iyan natin yung ibang aspects. Kasi I know she has other plans. So she showed me also all of her pro-life, her Sun Life. So I know how they really, how much they believe in insurance na. So in terms of like selling the insurance part, it was easy. It's the trust. Parang at the time pala, ang dami niya tinatanong dun sa friend ko. Oy, tanong si ano about you. Tatagal ka daw ba? Ano ba? May position ka daw ba dun sa ano? Ganyan. So I think it was more about that. And then when I met her, okay naman, mukhang magaan naman yung loob niya. We had a good time. And then sige na, okay na yan. Ganyan lang siya. She wasn't even so, she just read it. O sige na, okay na. Ganon. Yun lang. I don't know how else to like, okay na, parang sabi niya, okay, gusto lang pala niya ako ma-meet. Ganon.
Yeah, I think what I really got from that is the waiting period na 5 months. And number one, you didn't stop. You didn't judge the client na ayaw niya because a lot of people stop after, let's say, 1, 2, or 3 rejections. You said you approached 3 or 4 times. Based on studies nga, sales happen talaga after the 6th sale. Majority talaga after the 6, hindi pala sales, 6 call. 6 try, 6 follow-up, 6 meeting, ganyan. So, like 50% or more. And then, yeah, you're still interested. You look at what's happening in their life. Yun nga nanganak, di ba? So, nagkaroon ka ng reason to say congratulations. Di ba? Outside of, kailan mo tayo mag-meet? Yeah. So, I think because of that, aside from nag-research siya sa'yo about dun using the other friend, di ba? Which is also important, yung nag-refer, no, gawin din natin kaagad, mag-approach kaagad tayo. You're there to follow up. May question lang ako, aside from, okay, congratulations, ganyan, nanganak ka, before that, what are the different messages na hindi follow up ng appointment yung sinend mo? Would you remember?
Not much. I would mostly just like react to her stories.
Okay.
Or her posts like, kunwari, like full on. I don't know. Sometimes kasi may mga photo shoots sila at home. I don't know. Feel lang talaga niya. So I'm like, that's nice, diba? It's true naman. So I like posts and react to stories. Hindi naman freaky like every day, pero like whenever I notice na, kailan ko ba siya last na, siguro a week ago, I'll react again, hearts or likes.
Okay.
Ganun lang. Parang like, siguro makikita naman yung pangalan ko pag nag-like ako. Parang lang na subtle.
Tama. By the way, sa stories, pag nag-heart ka or different reaction, not the like, nasa taas ka eh. Sometimes you view kung sino yung mga nag-heart, lalo na pag sino yung mga naghaha. No, kanyari funny yung story ko, and then may mga naghaha. Ay, take a look, sino ba itong mga natawa na to? Makikita mo eh kung sino doon. So nasa taas ka, basta hindi ka like. So those are the things that we should all be doing pag stories talaga. So I'm learning a lot kasi this VIP clients are already in stories, in Instagram, in 'di ba, in Facebook. Lalo na sa Instagram, sa Instagram pag nag-react ka, na-PM eh. No, kunyari Karen reacted to your message, may prompt 'yan, no. So yun yung maganda rin sa Instagram, mas direct yan, na-PM ka, ganon. So, ang ganda ng learning kasi nga, this millennial VIPs are doing what everyone is doing as well. So, hindi siya highfalutin way to really connect and build connections first. Hindi mo na set agad ng appointment. Sige, Karen, so lastly na lang, let's talk about yung, yung mga a few more tips of how you do prospecting, no, as we wrap this up.
Okay.
So can you mention about this 5?
Okay, so first of all, defining ideal prospect or client. In my mind, kahit hindi, it's not like I'm choosy, but in my mind, if I had an ideal client, gusto ko those who those who can afford it, yung magandang kausap, you people who I actually want to spend time with and not just to sell. Kasi I'm there for a long, I imagine it na long term na yan eh. Like if they have kids, hanggang matapos yung plan, ganon. So people I enjoy working with, generally. And then I identify ways of meeting prospects. How do I meet these people? So events or, well, when events are available again, but I really I try to be around them somehow or to make my presence felt. If it's social media for now, I did dun muna. Yan, yung mga reacting, ganyan. It's like meeting them all the time. It's like connecting with them all the time. And be genuinely interested in people. So I find that that's why I need to like my clients or my prospects because it has to be like an interest that we share, something that we can really talk about. And in that, mas madali for me to do business kasi natural yun. Mahirap hindi talaga ako like salesperson. Hindi ako pwedeng i-drop mo lang dyan tapos magbebenta. Kasi hindi ko kaya yun. Kailangan may something to talk about tapos napunta lang dun sa what I can do for them. And here I said send personalized messages, so something that they did, ganyan, something I can mention that I saw, and no cold calls. That's for me lang. For me, I'm not yet comfortable, so I don't do it. I just don't. I feel like ang baba ng, even if I try it, the effort I will put into it will give so little back. So I have to manage my energy in a way. And then I follow up. And I prioritize warm leads. So pag nag-warm yes na yan, pag naka-feel na ako na mukhang magiging client ko to, kahit wala akong deadline, kahit next year pa yan, kahit pag may anak na siya. Kasi ngayon, hindi pa niya na-feel. Pero pag ganun, pag I can feel something, I'll keep in touch talaga. Yun. And, lastly, be mindful of your personal brand. So I heard, I was in a talk kasi, and I heard na, be as advertised. So parang, tinaano ko na, nga naman, di ba? Be as advertised. Like, if you say you're like an elite financial advisor, you can do this, you can deal with VIP clients, and I have to be that. So my internal pressure is actually quite high. That's why I take training on my own. Kaya minsan nakakalimutan ko na parang I'm so far pa. The way I see it, parang layo ko pa sa what I need to do. But I have to keep reminding myself na, you've actually learned a lot na along the way. Kaya I'm very mindful na, okay, if I was the client, bibili ba ako sa'yo? Will I give you a ₱1 million check with how you are? I can be very critical. But I think that's important to keep me within my goal. Yun. So yeah, personal, like everything, like this can be appearance, the way you talk, the way you present yourself in social media. You have to be very conscious of that. So I am just parang be picky. I don't react much pag, like topics na it can baka maka-hurt ng other people, ganyan. Little things, parang feeling ko I don't even need to mention. Pero mga ganon.
Yeah.
Just watch yourself. Yeah.
Ang galing. Palapakan natin si Karen. Tama. I really like that personal brand because your demeanor will really revolve towards that Kung anong gusto mong maging tingin sa'yo ng tao. Because you really, yun nga, nasa social media na, and our clients are already in social media. And of course, tama, physical appearance, the way you talk, what you know, it's a package. No? Everyone is a package. You are a package. And I think you've packaged yourself well enough and you're continuously growing yourself in this industry. So thank you very much, Karen, for saying yes to this interview.
Thanks.